Hey guys, welcome and good evening. My name is Stephen Thompson, and welcome to this presentation about my company Send-Out Cards. I'm very happy that you're here, and I'm excited to be sharing this with you because Send-Out Cards is something that has been making such a positive impact on people worldwide every day, and we want you to be a part of this movement with us. And this is something that you can do without having to give up anything that you're currently doing. So here in a few moments, I'm going to be sharing with you the value and benefits that Send Out Cards has to offer you as a customer. And I'm going to be sharing with you how Send Out Cards is, in my opinion, one of the most exciting opportunities out there for those of you who are looking for ways to make more money from home. But before I do, tonight I want to do something that's a little bit different. You're here for one of two reasons. You're here because you want more information about our products or services, or most of you are here because you want to know how you can make more money from home and you're looking for a way to do it. Well, I've been involved in the direct sales industry for a few years now, and I didn't start out with Send Out Cards. I came here from another company that had shut down, but prior to that I had to kiss a lot of frogs, so to speak. So there are some lessons that I had to learn the hard way. And it really wasn't that long ago when I was right where most of you are right now. I was looking for a way to make more money that wouldn't interfere with what it was that I was doing, and I wanted some information on how to make money from home. So I went online, I filled out some forms, and it wasn't very long before my phone began ringing off the hook. I mean, I had so many phone calls, I didn't even want to answer my own phone at times. And I'm sure a lot of you on here could probably relate to that. Now, have you ever said to yourself, I wish I knew then what I know now? Well, looking back at it all, at the bare minimum, I wish someone had shared with me what it is that I'm going to share with you. So I put together something for those of you watching this who are looking to earn an extra income. Maybe this is the first time that you look for a way to do so from home, and I called it Send Out Cards Review. What to look for in an opportunity and to send out cards for you. Now, my intention here is to provide you with a guideline on how to evaluate an opportunity, any opportunity, from someone who has gone through what it is that you're going through right now. So these are things that I would recommend to anybody, especially if you're new and especially if you're looking at something for the very first time. So whether or not you become a part of my company, I just wanted to leave you with something of value that would help stack the odds of success in your favor as you move forward with your search, should you decide that this is something that just isn't a fit for you. So here are a few lessons that I learned the hard way over the last few years, and I wish I knew these and understood them from the very beginning. Number one, all right, when you're looking at an opportunity to make more money, the first thing you want to know is, does this pass the consumer test? So just ask yourself the simple question. Pretend there is no opportunity for a moment, and ask yourself, is this something that people buy? Or another way of putting it, would people buy this product or service from this company if that's all it is that they were doing? And here's why that's important. If the company itself is having a hard time building a customer base, well, odds are you will too. If the only customers that exist are the sales rep themselves, then you're going to be dramatically limited to who it is that you can sell your product and service to, and that's going to be only the people that are interested in your opportunity, and for the most part no one else. You want to have something that will allow you to build a customer base and make sales and build a sales team at the same time. Why? Because it's actually easier to get customers than it is to get signups. And number two, you make money quicker. And the sooner you start making money, the longer you can stay in the game. Now, are there people out there who just focus primarily on recruiting a sales team and not much else? Yeah, there are. And there's nothing really wrong with that. People can and do make a very nice living doing just that alone. But understand, if that's all you're going to do, or if that's all they teach you to do, it's going to be a little bit more difficult and it's going to take you longer. So I recommend having something that allows you to do both. get customers, make sales, and build and recruit a sales team. Number two, is there a market that already exists? Or is this a product or service that people are already buying elsewhere, and would they continue to do so even if the company that you're looking at never had even existed in the first place? Where you want to be is you want to be in a place that already has an established demand or market for your product or service versus having to go out there, work 10 times harder to create a demand for something that previously did not exist. Guys, trust me, this is going to save you a lot of time, it'll save you a lot of money, and it'll save you a lot of headache. Number three, and this is a big one, excuse me. Does this product or service provide value to that market? I don't know about you, but I like to keep things simple, and I like it to be as easy as it possibly can. And if you have something that people are already buying and doing, and you can offer them a value for something that they're going to buy or do anyhow, it becomes a whole lot easier to make sales and get customers and have people joining your business. Here's what I mean. Okay, let's say, all right, perfect example. Let's say you're paying $4 a gallon to put gas in your car. Okay? Now, do people buy gas for their automobiles? Well, of course they do. What if I had a gas station that sold gas for $1 a gallon? Do you think I would have an easier time getting customers? Of course I would. And that's kind of what you want to look for. You want to have something that caters to an already existing marketplace and simply offer value to that marketplace. All right, number four, and this is something that gets overlooked a lot. Unfortunately, sometimes when you're talking to someone about a way to make money from home, there are a few oh by the ways that they don't tell you about on the front end. One of them, it's not on this list, but one of them is understand that this is something that's going to require you to put some time and effort into. There is actual work involved. That's why it's called working from home. So if anyone tries to tell you otherwise, or they say something like, oh no, we do all the work for you, we close everything for you, all you have to do is just pay us money, we give you a website, we drive traffic, and all you have to do is just sit back and the checks come rolling in. Excuse me. Personally, I would proceed with a lot of caution. Now, the good news is the work itself is not very hard to do, especially if you follow this criteria that I recommend to you. And the other big oh by the way is what number 4 on my list is, and that has to do with retention, meaning how long are people remaining customers and reps. Now understand, when you ask this question, sometimes the person that you're talking to may not know the answer. It's not that they're trying to avoid the question. They just may not know what the actual retention rate is, but it is something that you want to look into yourself. Let me put it this way. Do you really want to have to go out there and get 6, 7, 8, 9 or more customers or reps just to keep one of them? I don't. And you don't want to have to be in a position to where you are constantly spinning your wheels and having to constantly be replacing lost business. The goal is to build and grow a recurring residual income that pays you each and every single month. Now, I know this may seem like a pretty short list here, but basically, in a nutshell, this is what you should be looking for. What you want to look for in order to stack the odds of success in your favor and start making money as soon as possible is something that simply caters to an already existing marketplace and provides value to that marketplace. You want a product or service that people are already buying, and you want the ability to offer them something that the competition can't or doesn't. This will make it easier for you to build a customer base. It'll make it easier for you to get sales. It'll make it easier for you to build a sales team and actually keep those customers and reps. And it will allow you to build a significant residual income quicker if it didn't fit this criteria. Now, one thing I get asked all the time by people in this industry and by my friends is Steve, why don't you put training and support on your list? Don't you think that's important? Well, yeah, of course I do. It happens to be very important. The reason why it's not on my list, and by the way, I'm getting over a head cold, so just bear with me here. The reason why it's not on my list is, let's just be honest. Everybody that you talk to, they're going to tell you that the training and support is the best in the industry. Now, the support that I've received with send out cards, for me personally, is the best that I've ever had. But everyone is going to tell you that, no matter what company or what opportunity that they're presenting to you. And do you really expect them to say otherwise? Yeah, I think I would probably fall over from shock if somebody actually said, well, the training isn't very good. In fact, once you give us your money, I'm going to leave it all to you to figure out by yourself. No one is going to tell you that. So how do you know? Well, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to fill them out as best as you can. Are they willing to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly? Or they come across as being kind of pitchy? Are they trying to sell you a dream? So you just got to fill them out and determine as best as you can if you feel like they're a real person and being honest with you. So that's my advice on what to do when you're trying to figure out, hey, is this person for real, and are they actually going to help me be successful at this? And it was following this guideline that led me to the company that I'm with today, Send Out Cards, after my previous company had closed down. Simply put, what we're doing at Send Out Cards is we're providing an incredible value to an already existing $110 billion greeting card and gift sending industry. We are revolutionizing the greeting card industry much in the same way Netflix changed the game for the movie rental business. Our customers can save as much as 300 to 600% in comparison to what our competition can offer, and we offer our services in a way that not only saves them money, but is convenient and saves them a lot of time and hassle. And the other big thing that I liked about Send Out Cards is we have one of the highest retention rates within the entire network marketing and direct sales industry. Now, who are our customers? Well, they're small business owners or sales professionals, people who provide financial services, anyone who has a customer list or a clientele base that they need to stay in contact with throughout the year. Our customers are also individuals like myself and perhaps you who send out greeting cards and gifts to friends and family throughout the year. And we also have a lot of what I call seasonal customers. These are individuals who purchase our products and services during certain times of the year, such as the holidays. So if you're someone who is going to be sending out holiday greeting cards and maybe some gifts or gift cards, or even if you decide that this opportunity is not a fit for you, doesn't it just make sense to save some time and money for something that you're going to be doing anyhow? So if you decide that you just want to become a customer and use it during a certain time of the year, I can help you do that at a fraction of the cost that you're going to have to pay elsewhere. So let me tell you a little bit more about our company. And Send Out Cards was founded in 2003 by Cody Bateman. Our international headquarters are located in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're members of the Direct Selling Association, and Cody had his best friend and his brother Chris. The way the company got started is Cody made a promise to him after he lost him in a terrible job-related accident. And what he promised him was that he would create a platform for people that would allow them to act on their promptings. Now, what is a prompting? A prompting is the inner voice that tells you to do something. And it was at a family gathering that Cody was prompted to go up to Chris, tell him goodbye, and tell him that he loved him. But he got in a hurry, and for whatever reason, he didn't. He thought, well, I'll just give him a call whenever I get up to New York. And you can imagine how he felt 3 months later when he received a phone call informing him that Chris was gone. Well, Cody was completely and totally devastated. And Cody vowed to never ignore a prompting again. And he created send out cards so people all over the world could act on their promptings. And the goal that Cody had in mind, in addition to coming up with something that would save people a lot of time and a lot of money for what they do anyhow, Cody's vision was to take the greeting card and gifting business from an offline traditional brick and mortar environment to an online click and order environment, just like Amazon did for books, like Netflix did for movies, and like iTunes did for the music industry. Now, I don't know how many of you went by a video store when you were going back and forth to work today. You'll still find some out there. They're starting to become few and far between, and a big part of that is because Netflix simply came up with a way that was more cost efficient and more convenient to provide that service to the general public, and that's what we're doing here at Send Out Cards. Now, how many of you love receiving cards and gifts? Who doesn't? Doesn't it feel nice knowing that someone was just thinking about you? How many of you actually like to send cards and gifts? My mom used to tell me all the time it's better to give than it is to receive, and she was probably right. On average, people send about 10 cards per year, but with birthdays, anniversaries, and other special occasions, studies indicate there's actually a need to send about 70. So the question is, why don't people send more cards, especially if it's something that makes them feel good? Well, here's what the studies show. There are basically 3 reasons. One, it's inconvenient. It's very time consuming. 2, people forget the special occasions. How many times have you heard someone complain about their spouse or significant other forgetting a birthday or an anniversary? And number 3, the cost is too high. Well, here at Send Out Cards, it's convenient. We never let you forget, and you can send your cards at a fraction of the price that you traditionally pay. The Send Out Cards will remind you of your friend's birthday, anniversary, or special occasion, and then you go to your computer, and from there you have the option of choosing from one of tens of thousands of greeting cards, birthday cards, any and all occasions. If you can imagine it, it's in there. Or you can create your own. You also have the option of sending a gift card or a gift basket with it. You can upload your own photo. You can store your pictures. You can write a special greeting, fix it up any way you want, and guys, this takes about 60 seconds to do. And from there, you click a button and Send Out Cards will make that card for you. They'll put it in the envelope, they'll address it, they'll put a stamp on it, and they'll send it and whatever gift that you may or may not have sent to whoever it is that you're sending it to. There's no going to the store. There's no picking out the card. You don't have to stand in line and then pay $2, $3, even $4 for the gift card. Drive back home, fill out the card, address it, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and then get back in the car and drive to the post office to mail it out. Send Out Cards relieves that burden for you. And by the way, the cost of doing this is about $1. Our greeting cards on average cost about 62 cents, and with postage it comes to exactly $1.08. Send Out Cards is convenient. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You never forget. Send Out Cards, you receive automatic alerts whenever you have someone in your contact list. They have a birthday coming up, an anniversary, a special occasion. Not only does it save you money, but it saves you a lot of time. And the way that you get paid is you simply get paid to show people how to do the same thing. Imagine getting commissions on all those greeting cards and gifts that your customers and members of your sales team and their customers are sending out each and every month. You know, in my mind, send out cards in many ways is one of the perfect businesses. There's no inventory, there's no deliveries, there's no collections, there's no employees, and you don't have a boss breathing down your neck. The average cost to start a business today is anywhere between 5,000 and 250,000, and sometimes it's more than that. A yogurt shop, for example, you're going to have to pay $25,000 alone just for the logo rights. Then you have to build the building and then hire the employees. So how do you get started making money with send out cards? Well, you have two options. You can get started for a fully refundable deposit of $50, and it's $31 a month. However, if you want to take advantage of everything that send out cards has to offer, I highly recommend that you get started as a marketing distributor. And this is how I got started. This is how every successful person that I know within send out cards got started. It's $395 and then $31 a month. You get everything that you see here, plus you get an additional 100-point bonus, so you can begin sending gifts and sending cards right away. Now let me show you how we get paid at send out cards. I'm not going to go over all of it, but let me start by just giving you some examples of what the upfront commissions look like. Okay, let's say this is you. All right, when you gather one preferred customer at $31 per month, or two retail customers excuse me, at $9.80 per month, and you do that within your first 7 days, you will earn a $50 customer bonus. Anybody have any Sudafed? Now, let's get you promoted to manager by sponsoring 3 people into your business. All right? And when you help these 3 people go out and get customers, like I'm going to help you go out and get customers, you get paid $140 for each person every time they do that. You sponsor these new distributors and help them gather their customers in your first 30 days or less, and you can become what's called a certified trainer and earn an additional bonus. Now, once you've been promoted to manager, sponsor 3 more people as send out cards distributors, and as a manager, instead of $140, you now get paid $240 every time that you sponsor someone. And when these new distributors sponsor distributors, you earn a $100 leadership bonus on every new distributor who joins your team within your manager group. And when they gather customers, and that's when you receive these bonuses. And by the way, these bonuses are paid to an unlimited number of levels. Now let me ask you this. When was the last time you got promoted at work? Well, at send out cards, you can get promoted as many as 5 times, and every time you get promoted, you make more money. Basically, as far as your upfront commissions are concerned, you earn between $140 and $335 for every new distributor that you personally sponsor. And you earn a $100 commission to as much as $235 commission every time one of the people that you sponsors someone else and gathers customers. And remember, these bonuses are paid to an unlimited number of levels. You can also earn up to 25% on all the cards and gifts sent out by all the send out card users within your entire organization. Now let me talk to you for just a minute about that's just the upfront commission. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the residual income, but understand that this next slide is for illustration purposes only. Yeah, it never works out in perfect geometric progression, but to illustrate how the residual income, what it looks like and how it can work, let's say, for example, that you got promoted to manager and sponsored 3 distributors, and that's something that I'm going to help you do, right? You sponsor 3, and then they sponsor 3, and so on and so forth and so forth, and you do that 7 times. By the time you do that through 7 levels, you would have a total of 3,279 people within your organization, right? And these are members of your sales team. So let's say that each member of your sales team, they only had 3 preferred customers. Well, your monthly residual income would be $27,448.03. So, what about your upfront commissions? Well, your upfront commissions, if it worked out perfectly like this, would be $327,900 in leadership bonuses. Now, you're not going to do this your first 30 or 60 days, and maybe not even your first year. But, what if you only did 10% of this? Okay? That's still over $2,700 per month in residual income and $32,000 in leadership bonuses. And the way that you're doing this is just by catering to an already existing marketplace and providing an incredible value to that marketplace and sharing that information with others. When I first looked at this, what I saw was an opportunity to be a part of something special, and I saw something that was still, in my mind, in what I would call its infancy stage. And Send Out Cards is still very much poised for growth. We are currently moving forward with an aggressive plan to expand into 132 global markets. And for those of you watching this, basically you're going to fall into one of 2 categories. Okay? You are either someone who is looking for a way to earn an extra income from home, and you see the value that Send Out Cards has to offer, and you want to start earning an income with my help by building a customer base, and if you choose to, sharing this opportunity with others. Or you're number 2. And Send Out Cards is something that's not a fit for you, but you send out greeting cards and gifts, or maybe you send out cards during the holidays, and it just makes sense to you to save some time and money for something that you're going to do anyhow, right? So what to do next? And if you're only interested in being a customer, what to do next also? Well, here's what you do. If you have any questions, feel free to call me directly. I can be reached at 501-350-3578. And whether you're looking for a way to make money with Send Out Cards, or if you are only interested in being a customer, go to my website. It's sendoutcards.com/Stephen Thompson. And let me just pull that up here so you can see what it is that you'll be redirected to. This is what it looks like. Okay, there's me. There's a way to get in contact with me, and you can either watch a video, get some more information about our product, get some more information about our services or our opportunity, or you can send a card. But if you want to know what our options are as a customer, click on Ways to Get Started, and that will redirect you to our 3 customer options. Option number 1 is what's called a preferred customer. That's $31 a month, and that gets you 100 points each and every month. This is a monthly subscription, but you're under no obligation. You can cancel at any time. You use these points to either send cards or send out gift baskets from our gift store. These points do roll over each and every month. They're good for a total of 12 months. You have full access to the photo store, and you have unlimited picture storage. And if you need or want to purchase additional points, you can do so for 31 cents a piece. But to break it down for you, 1 postcard is 1 point. A 2-panel card is 2 points. A 3-panel card is 3 points. And if you want to add a photo to anything, that's an additional point. Option number 2 is what's called a retail customer. You receive 20 points a month. That's a $9.80 subscription. Bear with me here, guys. And basically, the difference is you do have a 2 GB picture storage limit, but if this is something that's a better option for you, and a lot of people do take advantage of this one since the points do roll over, and the fact that you can purchase additional points as you need them. What you can do as far as your pictures go is you can delete photos that you no longer need to make room for more photos. Option number 3 is the pay-as-you-go, and this is what the seasonal customers that I was referring to use. Let's say you're only going to be sending out cards during the holidays, and this is probably the option that will make the most sense to you. Basically, you purchase points as you need them, and you can use them at any time, and the more points you buy, the less they cost. And you have the option of upgrading for the lowest price point to either a retail customer or a preferred customer at any time. Our distributor options, again, you have the $50 option, and the one that I recommend is the marketing distributor package. If you're looking at this as a way to make money, call me 501-350-3578 before you do, and let's just have a conversation to see if this is something that's a fit for you. While I have this up here, let me just show you our gift store real quick. It's moving a little slow here today, guys. We have almost 400 gifts, gift baskets, and gift cards to send. Gourmet foods, gift for kids, men, women, seasonal items. We have gift cards from pretty much all the major retail shops everywhere: Walmart, Bass Pro Shops, Starbucks, Barnes & Noble. And anytime you send a greeting card, you have the option of sending a gift with it. And I just wanted to show that to you real quick. Let me pull this back up here. Okay. So again, guys, if you have any questions, call me directly, 501-350-3578, or go to my website, sendoutcards.com/Stephen Thompson. That's all I have, and if this is something that's not a fit for you, I know that with the holidays coming up, I can save you some time and money if you're looking at this and decide that you just want to be a customer. Be more than happy to help you do that. But if this is something that's not a fit for you, that guideline that I gave you in the very beginning, I highly recommend that you follow that as you move forward with your search. It'll save you so much time and so much headache. My name is Stephen Thompson. Thank you for being here, and have a great night.